Salve a tutti, sono Almarok e benvenuti in un nuovo video. Oggi siamo qui per fare un'intervista a Daniel Vrangsinn, famoso per essere stato bassista, chitarrista, tastierista e voce addizionale dei Carpathian Forest. Prima di iniziare, lo ringrazio per la sua disponibilità, per aver accettato di essere nostro ospite. Vi lascio l'intervista e vi auguro buona visione. Nice to meet you, thank you for staying today.
Hey, nice to be here.
Why you started to do music, what you started to do with metal music, the beginning of your career, your influences, and how do you introduce yourself at black metal?
Black metal. How did I start with metal? That's a good question. I think it started with Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath when I was very young. And black metal, I think that started with Celtic Frost. That's a shitload of years ago. I was maybe 17 years old or something. I met Nattefrost when I was 17. We went to a school together and we started jamming a little bit back then. Then I went away to music school in 1994, I think. And when I returned, he had started Carpathian Forest with Nordavind. And then a couple of years later, they recorded the Black Shining Leather album. And then they wanted to start playing live, so I joined on bass.
Your complete story with Carpathian Forest, your opinion album by album, your contribution, and why you decided to leave in 2014.
2014. Now my health was really shitty back in 2014. I had back problems and could hardly stand on stage. So it was health issues. I joined again in 2018, and now I'm on a break again. The first album I contributed a lot on was the Defending the Throne of Evil. I play bass, some guitars, and do all the keyboards on that one. And I wrote several of the songs. It's a very good album. I think among the Carpathian Forest albums, I think Black Shining Leather and Defending the Throne of Evil are my favorites. Which are your favorites?
Black Shining Leather.
Ah, a lot of people like that one. It's a classic. You're Italian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carpathian Forest had an Italian label, Avant-Garde, for the first years. So I think Carpathian Forest got big in Italy first. I'm not so fond of Fuck You All. I think that's a little bit boring compared to the others.
That was born the idea to combine black metal and classic rock. More people consider it
Yeah.
Carpathian Forest black and roll. White's choice.
Why that album turned out the way it did, I have no idea, man. Just everything is just random. There's not a plan.
What about your project after you leave Carpathian Forest?
Well, I have several projects. I had the Sect project. That was the true narcotic black metal. And I have the Vrangsinn project and the Vrangsinn and the Arsonists. Sect was pure black metal. The other projects are more rock and roll. I'm working on a new album right now, and I think it's gonna be quite interesting. I'm going to mix rock and roll with black metal a little bit, but it won't be black metal.
What about your life philosophy in your music? How concern your life philosophy with your music and with your lyrics?
I don't know. I usually write lyrics about existentialism, and it's closely tied to my personal life and experiences. It's always misanthropic. I'm a good old human hater. It's so often about nature, philosophy. Varies a lot, but yeah, it's also about mental illness and personal struggles.
If you want to be remembered for an album in your career, which is and why?
I think the Sect album, that's the most insane thing I ever did. It was all recorded during amphetamine psychosis back in 2005. It was Stirge Rep from Gehenna and Gorgoroth, Enslaved, and me who did it. And it's really experimental. I'm not sure if you know it, but I think you can find it on YouTube.
What about your plans for this 2026?
I'm currently working with the Vrangsinn and the Arsonist project. We plan to finish our debut album this year. I think we have 15 songs now that are partially recorded. We still need to record some guitars and put vocal on the tracks. And then afterwards, we will pick the best, maybe 10 songs and release them. I think you're going to like it. At least I do.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for staying today. Good luck for all. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.